Alright, today we're gonna learn how to use a straight razor. Ever since I was young, I've always been fascinated with these straight razors. I mean, in the movies, you always see them, having these deep discussions at the barber shop while one guy's like shaving, the barber's shaving the other guy, and you always think like, what if there's no blade in here, by the way. So, like the guy's shaving, like, then you're like, what if he just did that, and it's, there's something classic and special about these things. So I decided to buy one off Amazon. I'll include the link below in the description. And you know what? I really have a fun time. It's kind of like a meditation, shaving with this thing. This is the Bluebeard's Revenge, and I'm not getting paid to advertise this or anything. This is just the one I bought off Amazon. Let's get started. I'll show you how to use this, and I'll show you how this shapes the beard. So this is the before. I'll take a close-up where it's just kind of like messy and whatever. And we're gonna like make a nice clean line around here and around here too. All right, so now we have our blade installed. Be careful. Let's lather up the face. As you see, I'm very professional. So now we put on some shaving cream on our face. What I'm gonna use actually right now is a bar of olive oil based soap that I got from Kefalonia, Greece on vacation. All right, because they specialize in that, and I found that it works just like shaving cream. It gives that same kind of lubrication that you get from shaving cream, and it's a bit see-through, which allows me to see what I'm doing, whereas the shaving cream is a bit thick, and sometimes I can't see what I'm doing because I want to get the lines really specifically done well. So I don't advise you use soap. I think it's better to use shaving cream, but just for now I'm using soap because that's what I've been using for a while, and it's working. So what you do next is you want to hold the razor something like this. I didn't go online or anything to see exactly how to hold it, but basically you want to be very careful. All right, one thing I like to do is I like to get the razor wet first. I don't know if that matters, but that's what I do. And then you want to go over your skin very softly, very softly. Okay, we are not pressing, we are not pushing down, we are not exerting force. This blade is strong enough, is sharp enough to do all the work for us. The only thing we need to do is run this blade smoothly over the surface we want to trim, and the blade will do the rest. So, whoops. Okay, so right here, I'll start right here. And you see the angle I'm going is almost parallel. All right, so you don't want to go like this, you don't want to go like this, you want to go almost parallel, and you're going down, and go very slowly. When you're starting and you're new, go slow, man, go slow. This is like a meditation. So you see that? Zero force, okay? Zero force. I did not press down at all. I barely, it's like a feather touch. I like barely feather touched it against my face, and then boom, the hair is gone. It's that sharp, okay? It's that sharp. If you put any pressure whatsoever, you're gonna get, even if maybe you don't feel it in the moment, but later your skin is gonna burn. So it's all about patience, and this is why I like this. It's a great meditation. It gets you into the present moment. I usually like listen to music and really take my time doing this because I enjoy it. Another thing is, like, as a man, it's good to take care of yourself sometimes, right? And so for me, this feels like, all right, I'm taking a moment, taking a few minutes out of my life to take care of me, right? To take care of me. So enjoy this, right? Another thing you'll see me do is I'm like moving my face to get the skin wherever I'm working to be tight. So if I do that, this tightens up. All right, and you see now there's like a clean line developing. Now, as you see, the soap kind of like, it looks like it disappeared. It's there, but just like lathering it up. So maybe if you're using shaving cream, don't use so much that you can't see what you're doing, because you need to see what you're doing. Otherwise, well, depending how long your beard is. My beard right now is super short, so it's hard for me to see where the hairs are if there's too much cream. If my beard was longer, it would be much easier to see. So you got to work the angles. I mean, this part now is tricky. Like right now you see all this part, that's like a thick part of my beard that I don't want. So I'm going to try to fix it up. And every once in a while you want to stop and kind of like go back and look at what you're doing, because it's easy to get fixated like this, and then you're gonna go back and you'll be like, oh shit, I made it too thin, right? And then you can't go back from there. So if you're like me and you want to like thin it out, just stop every once in a while, go back and be like, okay, how are we doing here? Because if you get fixated like this, you could very easily make a mistake. And right now I want to create a line here, but there's hair here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my tongue to let that poke out so I can access it. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but I just cut myself, right? It's that sensitive. I cut myself because I was going a little too fast, because I'm on video and I'm not doing this patiently. So right now I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna enjoy this process. Okay, side tip, you don't have to just go downwards, you can go sideways, but again, you have to be very, 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 very careful. Very careful. Another word to use is gentle, very feather touch gentle. Okay, so here you see now, I have the clean mustache here, the clean lines, everything's clearly defined, as opposed to before where everything was just kind of a messy look. Now, to be honest, I prefer the messy look to this look, but you know, it's good to fix up the edges once in a while, once you want to look sharp. So I go back and forth. Sometimes I like the cleaner look, and obviously my beard isn't that long right now, but sometimes I like the cleaner look. I like to separate this, because here I have hair all here and also over here. Sometimes I like to clean it up. Sometimes I prefer the more natural look. So the final thing I'll say is that if you're shaving down here, let me just focus here. If you're shaving down here, this area, it's extremely, the skin is so sensitive down here, and also it's more difficult. So if you're learning, I would suggest that you shave up here you use this for the first 5 times up here first, and once you get the hang of it, then you graduate to trying to work down here, because this is very sensitive, and also it's not a smooth surface. Like if I have a huge Adam's apple, you probably don't have a big Adam's apple like this, but either way, like this isn't a very even surface. It goes in and out and up and down, so it's going to be harder to shave, and it's very, very sensitive. So if you're shaving down here, we're using a straight edge razor. Be extra super duper careful, otherwise you're going to hurt yourself. So that is how to use a straight edge razor. If you're on Amazon and you're looking at the Bluebeard's Revenge razor, I would recommend it. It's really good. And then you can get a bunch of these razors. You have to buy them separately. The one thing is, I bought this thinking it would come with at least one razor so I could use it out of the box. It doesn't come even with one razor, so I was a bit surprised about that, but no big deal. I put an order in. I got a bunch of these, you know, different brands. You can buy whatever razor. I don't think it makes a big difference. They're all sharp. Buy a pack of these. They're really cheap. I'll throw some links in the description where you can buy them on Amazon.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.